Welcome. Today we are going to learn about the restriction mapping or the restriction analysis. Restriction analysis or restriction mapping is to construct a map showing the relative positions in the DNA molecule of the recognition sequences for a number of different restriction enzymes. Now, what do you mean by this? Now, we know the term map, okay? The map of an country. The map of an country means what? It is going to allocate the number of states and it is also going to allocate the number of districts in a particular state. Okay, that it is going to be called as a map. That is the mapping, it is nothing but it is a allocation. Okay, and here the restriction map means what? There is the allocation of the restriction site over a given DNA molecule. Okay, and that it is only going to be called as a restriction analysis. This restriction map, it is required, okay, it is required for the correct restriction endonucleases to be selected when you have to go for the manipulation of the DNA. Now, if you know where is the restriction site over the DNA, then and then that enzyme it is going to be selected. Otherwise, that enzyme it cannot be selected. Now, how to construct this restriction map or how to do this restriction analysis? Now, when you are going for the restriction mapping or the restriction analysis, here you have to go for the single digestion and subsequently you have to go for the double digestion. Single digestion means what? A DNA molecule it is going to cut by the single restriction enzyme, and double digestion means what? The DNA molecule it is going to be cut by the two different restriction enzymes, that it is a double digestion. Now here we are going to take the example of the lambda DNA. On the lambda DNA, we have to allocate the site for the XVA1 and XHO1. Okay, and this lambda DNA, it is of the 48.5 kb. So here, first there will be the digestion with the help of the XVA1 and XVA1 fragments, they are going to be generated, and that fragments, they has the length 24 kb and 24.5 kb. So as a single enzyme it is used, it is a single digestion. In the next step, the next enzyme, this enzyme it is going to be used, it is a XHO1 enzyme it is going to be used, and it is applied over the lambda DNA, and you are getting the two fragments. One it is having the length 15 kb and the second one having the length 33.5 kb. Okay, so for the first step, it is what? Do go for the single digestion with the two enzymes. Next, here you are going to do the double digestion. Now, in the double digestion, you are going to use the both of the enzymes. Okay, in a single tube, the lambda DNA it is going to be treated by the two enzymes, and that it is what? That it is a double digestion. And when you are going for the double digestion with the help of the XBA1 and the XHO1, you are getting the fragments of the 9 kb, 15.5 kb and the 24.5 kb. Now here when you look at, okay, when you look at these digestions or these restriction fragments, what you observe that this 24.5 kb and here in the single digestion of the XBA1 and in the double digestion or in the double digestion there is the generation of the fragment and it is of the 24.5 kb. That is a single digestion with the XBA1 and a double digestion it is generating the fragment 24.5 kb. Means this, as these two fragments they are common to both of the digestions, here the restriction site XBA1 it should be before the 24.5 kb fragment. Okay. Now, secondly, here, when you look at the second one, it is a XHO1. Okay, XHO1, it has the 15 kb fragment. Okay, when it is a single digestion, and in the double digestion also there is what? There is a presence of the 15 kb fragment. But when there was a single digestion with the XHO1, the fragment of the 33.5 kb it is formed. So here we have to arrange this restriction fragment in a such a way that, okay, in a such a way that you are getting the you are getting this, okay, you are getting this 33.5 kb fragment. Now, when you go for the addition of, okay, when you go for the addition of the 9 with the 24.5 kb, you are getting the 33.5 kb, and when you are going for the addition of the 15 kb with the 9 kb, you are getting the 24 kb. So here, when you are going to arrange this, you have to arrange it is in the such a way that 15 kb, then 9 kb, and then the 24.5 kb fragment. So before 24.5 kb, there will be what? There will be the restriction site for the XBA1, and after 9 kb, there will be the restriction site by for the XHO1. Why? Because 9 plus 24.5 kb, it is giving the 33.5, and 15 plus 9, it is going to give you the 24.0 kb. So here in this way, you can map or you can allocate the restriction sites over the DNA. Okay, I think you may have cleared a idea about the restriction mapping or the restriction analysis. If you like my video, please share my video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.